Ladies and gentlemen, pretty busy. Been managing a lot of crises. I've been off sugar and gluten for almost 12 weeks, almost 3 months. All my watches are falling off my wrist. I got to get all the bracelets resized. That's kind of nice. You know, the first 8 or 9 weeks of going off sugar and gluten were pretty easy. I mean, I lost 25 pounds. I went from 245 to 220. But here's the thing, man. I've been stuck at 220 for 3 weeks. So I've been training 3 days a week, 150 minutes a week, high-intensity kettlebell workouts. I'm going to add a 4th day. In fact, I already added it on Saturday. So maybe I'll go down to 215 from that 4th workout. We'll see. I don't know, but got to stick with the program. You know, the thing about going off sugar and gluten is that it's actually kind of easy doing that, you know, when you're in the confines of your own home. Here's where it gets hard. Here's what I find. A lot of people, they're like crabs in a bucket, and you probably know this analogy. You know, you're about to leave the bucket, and a crab beneath you, it pulls you back in, man. And I think people get envious, they get jealous. They get hostile that you're off sugar and gluten, and they have pretty much 8 things they'll use to antagonize you, to be naysayers. And the first thing they'll say is, "Come on, dude, no sugar and gluten. What are you joining the bandwagon? You just another trendy Johnny-come-lately? You know, you're not a real dieter. You're not serious about health and nutrition, man. In another month or so, you'll be back to eating Hot Pockets and Pop-Tarts and pizza because you're essentially a loser." That's one thing I hear. Here's another naysay thing I hear. Dude, what a waste of time going off sugar and gluten or going on any kind of diet, because the research shows that 99% of you dieting nincompoops, even though you lose weight initially, you always gain it back, and then you even gain another 10%. What's the point? What an exercise in futility. Unbelievable. Here's a third thing you'll hear. "I'm worried about you, dude. I think you've got an eating disorder. I think you have this pathological need for self-flagellation. I don't know what the problem is. I'm worried about you. Want an intervention right now." You'll hear that a lot. "Oh, now I got an eating disorder because I don't eat sugar or gluten." Here's another one I hear. "Be realistic, my man. There's sugar and gluten everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's sugar and gluten. There's only one way you're going to eliminate sugar and gluten from your diet. Be a hermit. Disappear from society. Be a misanthrope. You know, become a shepherd. You know, put on a robe and hold a staff and you know, run around with your sheep and cry at the stars at night, dude. Or you can join one of those freaky food cults. I'm sure they'll be happy to accommodate your no sugar, non-gluten diet." Here's another piece of antagonism I hear. "All right, McMahon, I'm worried about you, man. You're losing weight, you're getting skinny. You know what this is? This is a midlife crisis. Skinny, middle-aged guys, you know what they're doing? They're getting ready for an affair." Yeah, that's right. This is not about losing weight, not about dieting. This is about some kind of salacious scandal that's just brewing, buddy. Huh? So you'll hear that a lot. Let's see, anything else you'll hear? Oh, yeah, here you go. Don't worry about, how could you worry about dieting, man? You're gonna die. You're gonna die someday. What's a couple pieces of chocolate cake? What's a couple pieces of chocolate? You're gonna die. Your doctor's gonna call you any moment, and he's going to tell you got a terminal disease. So live life, man, fully. Who cares, man? That's another one you'll hear. Here's another one. "You're selfish." All the problems in the world, all the problems going all around the world, and all you can do is worry about your little sugar and gluten intake, staring at your belly button, pulling out your navel flint, and engaging in this narcissistic exercise. You need to be focused on your family, the community, and the world at large. I don't like all this focus on you, on your little non-sugar, non-gluten diet. You'll hear that a lot. And then finally, there are people who will accuse you of just wanting attention. What are you, like, so desperate for attention that you're going to lose 50 pounds and pat yourself on the back every 5 minutes on Facebook? You loser, you dieting nincompoop, you. And I'm telling you, if you get caught up in the wave of all these antagonists, all the effrontery that goes your way, you're going to lose, man. You got to be ready. You got to be ready for your rebuttals. Here's some things you can tell them. Number one, the burning pain in my foot that feels like there's a blowtorch to it, called neuropathy, a sign of pre-diabetes, gone. The burning is gone. Ever since I went off sugar and gluten, the pain went away in like 6 to 7 weeks. Number two, all my diabetes symptoms are gone. I don't have to take medication. I can fit in clothes now. I don't have to wear circus overalls for the freak show at the carnival. Here's another one. Here's a huge rebuttal to your antagonist. My sleep apnea is way down. Oh my gosh, my sleep apnea was so bad that my snoring would rattle the windows, the blinds. It would even rattle the ceiling fan. And when it rattled the ceiling fan, apparently there was like a nest of brown spiders living in that ceiling fan. And my snoring would shake the ceiling fan in such a way that all the brown spiders rained on top of me and my wife. That's no longer happening, ladies and gentlemen. So I just think you have to look at people as being a little bit jealous, frightened. People are scared to change. You know, you can be compassionate with them, but a lot of people are just going to be hostile. You got to be ready, man. Losing weight is a war. Look at me, man. I've been stuck at 220 for 3 weeks. You don't think I got a little bit of doubts? Huh? All right, man. This is to be continued. I'll let you know if there's any progress in my situation. And until next time, I am out.